Okay, so here I have a picture, and this is actually a rendering I did a few days ago. And we will use this one as a reference, and we will try to recreate a living room like this. So I want you to first take a look. I think the difficult parts are the, okay, for the floor, maybe you cannot see very clearly from this angle. But if I turn to the other one from this corner, you can actually see there is the waveline. So actually in this project, we have two wavelines, and I will show you guys how to pave the tiles on the floor and how to add the waveline. We will add two wavelines, okay, here, and another one maybe underneath the rug, right? So that is for the floor part. And for the ceiling parts, we can see the suspended ceiling, which is quite low here, right? And you can see the two light strips in the middle. And here in the very center part, you can see the black shape, right? And how to add it, we will try to add some models. Okay, so we will use the moldings to get this black shape done. Mandy, can you mute everyone, please? Because I hear a lot of noise. Can you mute the other guys, please?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so let's continue. And that is for the ceiling parts, how to get a suspended ceiling like this to create a empty space here to add two light strips, and also how to get this black rectangle in the center. So that is the problem we will solve for the ceiling. And then we have this background wall design. So from here, this part is quite easy in the middle. That is the marble, and on the corner and the two corners, you can see some wood, right? Some wood veneers. And because here you can clearly see the light strip. So we will get these wood parts, and we will also add some light strip, okay? So that is the living room. So I will take a screenshot of this picture, and so you can see how it looks like, and we will try to recreate one. Okay, all right, here it is. And let me see. All right, get it a little bit smaller. All right, here we go. So I have this project. I already draw one room. So let's just use it. All right, here we go. It's a little bit slow. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at the 2D view first. And here is a room, not a bedroom. Let me change it into living room. So this is a living room with 5,000 and 4,000. So 20 square meters as the total area size. And then we have a window on the left side. So I try to get the window a little bit big. The length is 2,900. And you can see I left 6 on this side and 5 on the other side because we are, because on this side in the corner, you can see we have the wood, right? We have the wood. So on this side, I will try to give an extrusion of it So the wood part is actually a little bit higher than the marble part. And if I set the extrusion at 100, so it will take some space on this side of the wall. That's why I left 600 here. So we have another 100 from the other side if we get the extrusion, right? And then 500, so we will use it. So even if now you see this part is longer, but actually when we finish the project, it will look like even. Okay, so that is, we always mentioned when you try to make some designs to take a look the whole picture first and to have the general layout in your mind. So that will be easier for you to calculate the size for the floor, for the ceiling, or for the wall designs, right? Okay, anyway, so this is the basic room, and we have finished. And now let's see, I will try to give it some basic paints for the wall and the ceiling, okay? And then we will do the floor first. Let me go to my account. I have some in my favorites. Let me give it a, okay, how about this one? The white-tailed deer. So let me first paint the wall and the ceiling, just a basic color for it, okay? All right, and then we can change the floor. So we will try to get some tiles, and we will also add 2 wave lines. Okay, so let's go to the floor editor. Okay, so here you can only see the floor part, but you can still see the 3D view. And because this one, I did a lot of paving on the whole area, I will directly go to Pave Editing. So that will be easier for me to do the whole design. Stacked. Okay, one more time, let's go to the flow editor. And then I can go to the Pave Editing. Okay, here we go. And now let me draw the rectangle. So where we want to start the wave line. Okay, so let's see, how about 300? And this part a little bit bigger, 400 maybe. Okay, so this is the first square, the first rectangle where we need to add a wave line. And then I will draw another one. Okay, so I will draw another one. So, and for this one, let's get it 400 to each side. And 400 as well, okay? All right, now we have the 2 tips done, and I will choose paving for these 3 parts. First, the paving scheme, and then you can change, just click on it, you can change the tile. So if you don't like this texture, you can change from here. And in our model catalog, you will see a lot of different options, and you just need to choose the one you like. How about this one? Okay, yeah, and you can change the size if you don't like it. If you think the size is too big, you can also change it a little bit smaller. Let's get it 1,200. Okay, like this. All right, and for the other 2 parts, you can just use material brush. So we don't need to do it one more time. Okay, we don't need to do it one more time. All right, so from here, you can, if I zoom in, you can actually see the line, the gaps, right? That is the gaps. Okay, maybe not very clear. So if I get the gaps a little bit bigger, you can see better. Here are the gaps, right? So if I have the shape like this, the gaps are not on the same line. So it doesn't look very good and you just need to click on it. And here we have the gap snapping with the smart pair. Click on the two parts, and now you see the lines vertically and horizontally are on the same line, right? So this is very useful for tiles, not only for the floor, but also for the wall. If you need to pave some tiles, or if you have any shape or designs on the wall, don't forget to get the gap snapped to one another to make them on the same line, so it will look better, right? All right, so next, let's add some Waveline. You can go to Common Accessory, and here you can find the Waveline or the width line for the walls, right? Okay, so drag and drop it. Okay, didn't get it. Drag and drop it. Right, now we have the Waveline, right? And when you click on the Waveline, you can also change into a different texture from here. Oh, here you can see some recommendations underneath. You can also choose these ones if you want to. I think I will choose this one. Okay, right, that is, all right, and we can add another one. And you can just use the material brush to get it. And if you want to adjust the width of it, so because the one in the center, I want it to be a little bit thinner, not that much. So I can change the stud brick width into 80. Okay, so you see, now it's much smaller, right? All right, so this is how you pave the tile and how you add the Waveline. You can go to the Common Accessories, and we have the Waveline here, you can choose. Okay, so I think for the floor part, that is quite easy. We just done, right? Okay, so next we will try to recreate the ceiling for this one. All right, so because the ceiling, you can actually see here is one, the cover of the light, and here is another. So it's better to add two light strip, okay? So let's try this one. Okay, let's go to the ceiling editor. All right, so how to leave the space for the ceiling? Let's check the bigger picture one more time. So here on this side, we have this wood part, we have this integrated wall. So I think this part, you still need to leave a 100 space for the wall, right? So the wall will, the wood part will take a 100 space, and this part as well, and this part. So these three parts, we need to leave some space, right? And for this part, I think we can leave more because there are the curtains. So we'll leave some more space for the curtains on the other side. All right. So let's see. Okay, so now we can draw the shape for the ceiling. So 100 to each side. And for the curtain parts, we'll leave more. Okay. All right, so 100, 100, and 100 for the wall and 200 for the curtains. Then we'll leave 300 to this part and 100 on the other side, right? That is the first shape. And we will also get this shape depth 400. Now you see? You get the ceiling like this already, right? Okay, and then we will draw in order to make the inner part to go a little bit up, right? So we need to draw another shape in the middle. You can use the rectangle. Oh, I already have a rectangle here. I can use the offset to get a scaled one, you see? A bigger or smaller. So you don't have to adjust the size of it one more time. You can just enter the number 300 and you got one, you see? And now let's see, this is how you get the suspended ceiling, right? Okay, and I will draw another one offside. I will draw another one, and this is for the maybe 400. This is for the one with the black. So we will add some moldings. And if you want to move it a little bit inside, you can also change it like this. Okay, all right. Now we have the basic ceiling done, right? And the next, first, let me paint the color because we made the shape, so the color just gone. All right, so now we have got it the same color. And because this part, we have the 400 extrusion, so don't forget to pave the elevation part. So you see the elevation part is still blank. So we need to paint the elevation part. And for this part, you just need to click on the line. And here you can add a light strip. You can change the brightness and the color of the light. And here you can also edit the elevation. So this is where you get the paint for it. It's this one, right? White-tailed deer. Okay. All right. So now let's check. All right. For the other side, you just need to make a duplicate, so you don't have to actually do the settings one more time. And for this one as well with the light strip. Okay, but the middle part, we don't need the light strip. We just need it to look like black. So for this one, we can use some moldings to help us. Here we go. And for the moldings, they are mostly applied to the suspended ceiling, or you can also find some baseboard here for the wall, the toe tick moldings, right? But here we use for the ceiling, and you can search black, and all the black ones will be shown. I think we can use this one, right? So I will use this one, but it looks a little bit bigger, a little bit thick, right? So we can change the size. Click on the line, section edit, and here you can see the size of the molding. And to make it look smaller, let's change 1550. Okay, so now you see, and we can duplicate to the other three sides to make them all look very thin. Okay, you see? So this is how you get the black line. It's actually just a molding. All right. Okay, so now we have finished the shape, the light strip, and the black molding. I think the next step is to get some lights, right? And let's see. So we have some downlights, right? We have some downlights on the edge, and we have a chandelier in the middle. And also we have another lamp, decorative one here on the corner, right? So let's place the chandelier first, and then the downlights, and the last one we'll choose this lamp. Okay, all right. Okay, so you can go to the lighting and try to find a beautiful chandelier. Okay, I don't know which one. Okay, how about this one? In my favorite. So I can drag and drop it, and you will see the guideline will automatically show to help you to find the center. So you see, here is the center. I don't need to adjust the position of the chandelier. And from the 2D, from the 3D view, I think it's not that much big. I want it to be a little bit bigger, and click on it. Here you can adjust the size of it. Okay, maybe a little bit bigger, right? Because it's a big living room. All right, okay. And then for the downlights, I don't know if you have attended our webinar before. for the downlights, actually, we have a very useful function that you can use. Because most of the downlights are very small, and if you want to adjust the size, the position of it one by one, that will take you a very long time to do that. Right? That will take you a very long time to do that. So we can just place one and adjust the position of it. Okay? And then we don't need to do it, say, one by one. We can use the array function to help us. So here it is. And you can choose the spacing on x-axis or y-axis, or you can even choose a quantity. For the x-axis, I want it to be 2 and 3 on y-axis. Do you see? Now I have the 6 downlights, and they are all with the equal spacing. I can just easily place them. And if you need another 2 on the other side, make a duplicate first. Place the first one, right? You can adjust the position of it. And then you can use the array function one more time. So this time 2 and 2 on each side. Like this. Okay. Now very easy, we just place the how many 10 different downlights, right? If you do that, if you change the position 10 times, that would take you a very long time. Okay, so for the last one, we just need to find another light for the corner. How about this one? Look exactly the same, right? So you can drag and place it here, and then you can adjust the position if you want to. Maybe 150 to the other side. Okay, too much. 200, a little bit that way. All right, here we go. And from the 2D view, from the 3D view, I think the lamp here is too big. So I may have to change it a little bit smaller. Just click on the light here. You can change the length, the height, or the width. Maybe 200. Okay, looks better, right? Not that big. All right, so let's go back to the 3D view and take a look. Okay, let's see. The lamp too big. If you think the lamp are too big, you can also change the size from here, but I think it's not that easy. All right, here you can also select it and make it a little bit smaller, right? Like this. You can change the size as you want. All right, so now we have finished the floor, the ceiling. Do you guys have any questions? You are welcome to leave a message in the chat box. Okay, you're welcome to leave a message in the chat box. And for the next, we'll try to do the designs for the walls. And do you have any questions? No, so far? Okay, let's continue. All right, so, okay, let me get it here bigger. We'll first try to fix on this side of the wall, all right? So for this side of the wall, we actually can divide it into 3 parts: wood, marble, and the wood, right? So let's see. Okay, so let's click on this side and go to the wall editor. Okay, so I just draw one rectangle in the middle. So now you see I have divided them into 3 parts, and then I can just adjust the size of it. I will leave 500 to each side for the wood, and this 4,000 in the middle for the marble. Okay, so let's first choose which is a gray marble. Where is the one I picked? So if you've seen some of the textures or the models that you like very much, and you don't remember the name or you cannot easily find it, you can always add it to favorite. And later, oh, not this one. So you can always add it to favorite, and later you can just go to here, my account, and you will be able to find it. Oh yeah, it's this one, Glacier Gray, right? Okay, so for anything you like or anything you use a lot, add them to favorite. That will be easier for you to find them. Okay, here we go. And for the wood part, okay, for the wood part, they're not like a whole piece of wood. You can actually see the line, right? You can actually see the line from this side is better to see. So we can draw some different. Okay, so we can draw some different shapes. Right. So I will draw one rectangle, and let's make it 50, very thin, right? And you can also give it an extrusion. I want it to be a little bit out of the wall. And just now for the ceiling design, we left 100, remember? So here we can give an extrusion of 100. So this wood part will be a little bit higher than the stone parts. Okay, and then you can get, yeah, maybe this one or this one. And you can get it a texture, yeah, for the wood part. And you don't need to draw one by one. You can also use the array function. So select part and use array. This time we don't need to set the spacing or the quantity. You can just drag it until the end. Right? You see? So now we have this bar finished, right? And because we set the elevation, so don't forget to pave the elevation part because this part will look empty. This one, right? And for this part as well, because this part is right next to the marble, you can even see more. So if you forget this part, I think that's okay, because on this side, we will add the wood again, right? So they will cover each other. But for this part, if I don't cite it, you see, you can clearly see the white part next to the stone, right? So for this one, you can change this one, right? And then don't forget to add a light strip here. And you can change the color as well. And I don't need the light trough, so I can untick it. The light trough is like a cover. So for the ceiling, I think it looks better with the trough, but for the wall, I don't think it's necessary, right? Okay, right? And for the right part, you don't need to draw it one more time. Just select it, and you can make a duplicate, right? So whenever you want to select for two or more than two things, you just need to press Shift on your keyboard. So you can press Shift on your keyboard, select them, make a duplicate. I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Make a duplicate and put it here. Okay, all right. So now that's it. And because here we need to add a light strip as well, right? It didn't copy the light strip. So just click on the line, and here we can add a light strip for this part. And whenever you have a light strip, you can actually see the color turn to yellow. But I think this one is too little for you to see. But when we do the ceiling design, you can clearly see that, right? And whenever you add a light strip, the line will turn into a different color. So you will know where is light strip, where is not, okay? All right, so for this part is finished. Here we go, right? And for the other two sides will be the same. we will do this part first, because on this part, we have only the wood, right? And then the curtains. But on the other side, we have the wood and another kind of marble, but this marble is different from the other one. I will show you later. So let's try this part first. Okay, this window part. Go to wall editor. Okay. All right. So for this part, let me see. Okay. $500, right? That is another 500, another 100 for the wood on the other side, and we will use the same way to do that. Give it a 50, and then set the extrusion for it 100. Okay, and then let's see, where is the wood? This one. Okay, and then you can use the array to drag it to the end. And don't forget to paint the elevated part. And not this side, only this side is fine. So because that side, we will have the wood, we will have this wall to cover, right? You cannot actually see it. And we only need to paint this one first to set the last strip. And then you can paint the elevation part. Pave it with the same wood. And yeah, okay, good. All right, so that's done for this side of the wall. It's very easy. Okay. So you see, because here is a corner, so they covered each other, the elevation part. But for here, you can clearly see it. And also for this side, you can clearly see it. Okay, so let's continue to the next part. For this side of the wall, we have the wood part will be the same, but on the other side, you can see the marble with the thin lines in the middle. And also the patterns are continuous, right? So this is another one we can use, which is called the integrated wall panel. So we will use that one to finish the other part. And okay, let's go to the wall editor. Okay, so I will draw another 500, right? This part 100 empty because of here, right? And then we will have 500. That's where you draw the bars. Okay. Right. 50, and then at the extrusion 100. And you can apply the, did you get it? Yes. And then you can apply the wood on it, right? And then we will select it, use array, drag to the end. Okay. And don't forget to pave the elevation part and set the light strip on the end. Okay, now it's done, right? And for the rest of the part, if you apply a stone like this, you see, they don't have the continuous pattern. They're just a single piece of the tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can actually see the single piece of the tiles, right? But for this one, we have another option you can use from here. Integrated wall panels. So they will have the styles. You will see the line in the middle, and you will actually see the patterns or the pictures like these. So we will use this one. Okay. And click on it, turn on the texture customization. You see, now the patterns are all continuous. But if you think it's too narrow, I think we have another one here. This one is bigger. Okay, so you see, not that thin, right? This one is bigger. And you can clearly see the patterns are continuous even if there is one line in the middle. Okay, so this is how you get it. And it's called integrated wall panels. And even if you want to change the background texture, you can also find from here, even with some pictures. You see, continuous pictures like this, right? But we will keep using, not this one, where is it? The bigger size, right, this one. So you can change into anything, any other patterns you want from here to choose the different ones, right? Okay, all right, so I think now we have finished all the wall designs, because on the other side of the wall, we don't actually have too many designs. It's like a TV stand together with the TV, right? And for the TV stand, I just found it in our public library. But I think if you want to create something like this, that is also possible. You can use our construction tool. I think one of our webinars have this topic. So if you don't find the exactly same model in the public library, you can also create your own ones. It's not very difficult to do that, but this is not something we will talk about in today's section because we have a topic talking about this one. And if you're interested, you can keep following our webinar schedule and try to find the topics that you want to listen to, right? Okay, so let's see, let's go back. So I think now we finished all the construction design part, and the next we will just put some decorations like the TV stand, the TV, the sofa, the curtains, right? So you can just find them from our public library, adjust the position and the size, that's it. And because I have already selected the ones I want, so I put all of them in my accounts. And in the accounts, you can find the interior furniture, lighting, house decorations. So it will be very easy for you to find. You don't need to worry there are too many things in your favorite. You can still sort them out or create new folders if you want to. Okay, so let's first get this. This is the one I saved, the TV stand. And this is a sofa set I used in the project. So let's first get this one on this side here, right? So here you can change the angle, and you can also change the size. Let's make it 3,000. It's a little bit more, right? 3,000 and yeah, in the middle. Okay, or maybe a little bit less, like this, because here I have the curtains, right, to take some space. Maybe one like this. Okay, all right, and then let's drag the sofa. This one I think is too big. How about we change the size a little bit smaller? For this one, if you want to change the size, you see here we have the length, width, and height. And if I change the one, you see the other two will be changed at the same time because here you choose scale. But if I don't choose scale, and I only change the length. You see, the width and the height didn't change, right? This one depends how you want to change it. And you can choose to change all the sizes, all the dimensions in scale or not. Let's make it a little bit bigger, like this. Okay, right, and I can change the position, maybe like this. Okay. Not bad, right? Maybe it's too close to the other side of the wall. And I will change the width a little bit, like this. Okay. All right, now you have more space on the other side with the TV. But even if you want to sit here, that's also fine. Okay. All right, so now we have one more thing left, which is the curtain. So the curtain, we can find them here. Right, this one here. Curtains. Here we go. The curtain sometimes is tricky to move it or change the angle. So you need to be very careful with it. Okay, so here are the curtain, and we can change the size of it. Okay, because we already left 200 for the curtains, right? And the distance from ground zero, and then the height of the whole house is 2,800. Okay, if I go to 3D view, you can see better here. Because we already left the space here for it's not the ceiling part, so you don't have to consider the suspended part. There is space, so it can be the whole height of the house. So which is 2,800, right? And because the curtain, we don't need to use the scale. We want the 3 different dimensions to be different, right? Okay, so that is the height. And for the length, this side is 400, right? 4,000, and minus the part for the wood, which is 600. So we will get the length at 3,600, no, 400, sorry, 3,400, right? And then you can move it here, 0, and I see it's like this. And for the width, you can change it to 200 because we left 200 for it when we create the ceiling, remember? So you can make it bigger, you see. Now it's like this. So it's totally customized. You can change the position as you want. All right, so the last, we need a TV on this side. We need a TV. All right, so let's go to the appliances, and we will find a TV to put it there. Maybe this one. Okay. And I think the TV is a little bit floating in the middle, so you can try to get it back. Okay, that's it. And you can also change the position to make it in the middle, or you can use your keyboard, the arrows to move around them. Okay. All right, here is the TV. And I think there is one more painting on the other side of the wall. On this side of the wall, right? So I forgot to get it. You can go to the wall editor here to place a painting of just now, like here in our 3D view. You can also get a painting on the wall. So both ways are fine. And I prefer to do it when we finish the design. We are supposed to put a painting here, but I forget. So now let's see which one looks better. Maybe this little flower here. And you can change the size of it to make it a little bit bigger. Like this. Okay, so now let's go back. Okay, I think this side of the wall is still loading. We cannot see the integrated wall panel. But anyway, this is the whole design, and you can clearly see the wood part is a little bit higher than the marble part, right? And the ceiling. Okay, so if you guys have questions, you can keep typing in the chat box. And now I think we have finished the design. I will try to make some renderings. And while we are waiting for the renderings, you can raise your questions if you have any. Okay, so I will just choose the front view and the aspect ratio 16:9 because I want to get a bigger view. And here I will choose 1K, our standard, the lowest resolution, because that is the fastest one. And the indoor daytime lighting templates, okay. And the long, all right. So let me change, move the lines a little bit closer. Something wrong with that side. Something wrong with the wall. But let me take a render first to see. Okay. All right. And another one from the other side. I'm gonna move the camera here. Like this, from this angle. Okay. Let me see. Right. And I will change a little bit. How about this one? Okay. We'll make another rendering like this. Okay. All right, so I think maybe something wrong with this part of the wall. We will try to fix it later. But now we are waiting for the two renderings. If you guys have any questions, don't be shy to leave a message in the chat box. And also I see Mandy already sent a link here. So you can fill in the form and leave your feedback. If you think the course is good for you, or if there are any topics you'd like to hear in the future.
Yes, thank you, Holly. And I hope you guys can fill in this history year. Thank you so much.
I think the renderings are almost done. Change back black strip to light strip in ceiling. Okay, I will show you later. Yeah, I think the first rendering, there's some problem here, right? We'll try to fix it. Let me see. The first rendering is a little bit. And I will show you that one later, okay? So here we go. We make another render for the first one. What's your light render settings? Okay. All right, so this one I didn't do any changes, didn't do any custom lighting. I just use a template, indoor daytime. So I think the effect is quite good. You can see the light from the window. You can see the chandelier, the light strip, or the reflections on the marble, right? And that is from another angle. This one, from this angle, you can see the lighting. That is from the TV stand, right? So you can see the light strip. And also these lightings from the wood part, right? Okay, so for the black line, right? So the black line, we actually use the black molding. So if you don't want the molding, you can delete it, right? So let me see. We will also first get a circle. A rectangle. And we will also get a rectangle. And if you don't want the black molding, you just click on the line, and here you can add the light strip. You see? Just whenever you want to add a light strip, click on the line and change the brightness, change the color. And once you have the light strip, you see here is the gold color. On the other three sides are still black color. And then you can make a duplicate. And now we all have light strip, right? Okay. So if you want to have a light strip, click on the line. If you want to add some moldings, and you can just drag and drop, and you can also change the size of the moldings into thin ones or thicker ones. Let me see. I think the other renderings are done. Yes, this one finished. Now it's better, right? This one is not good. We'll delete it. And this is the new one we just made, right? On this side, the wall also shows. Okay, it's like this. And for the lighting template, you see here, I use the indoor daytime. I didn't do any changes for the lighting segment. Our lighting templates are actually very smart. So if you have a different design, if you have a different project, and you choose the same indoor daytime templates, and you will actually see the light settings are different, because the light, they will accommodate to your design. Whenever there needs some lights, it will show. So if you want to see the settings, you can go to customize, the first one, indoor daytime, right? And go to confirm. Here you will see, yeah, all the yellow ones, the right ones, the circle ones, the rectangle ones, all these thin bars, they are the lighting, right? They are the lighting. And from the 3D view, you can also see the 3D, see all the lights. So we have the lights coming from the window, and these are actually from the spotlights. The spotlights we add 10, remember? So each of these little circles are spotlights. And this one is the light on side of the sofa, you see? And this one is this one here, this lamp. So they will recognize all the lamp you have and give it a light setting. And the chandelier, you see? The only thing they didn't show is the light strip we added here, all the ceiling. So that is the one you cannot see from here. But once you add it, they will show. Once you add it, they will show, right? And here you can also do your own customization. If you think the light's too bright, you can delete one, or you can change the brightness here. So you see now the brightness is 500. You can change it higher or lower. That depends. So my suggestion is you can first make a rendering with the template and to see if you like it or not. Because just now the one we just used the template and I think they look very good, right? You see, they look very good. I don't need to improve it. So if you think it's okay, just leave it like this. If you think maybe I want the whole room to be brighter from this angle, because from this angle is bright enough, but from this angle maybe a little bit brighter, right? And then you can go back to customize your settings. Okay. All right. So one more question: is it possible to make a short video? Yes, of course. So that is we have two things. Just now we only make the front view, that is the picture, right? You can also make a panorama. A panorama is also a picture, but you can actually move around to see the whole room everywhere. And also we have the video we can make. So let me show you the panorama and the video, okay? So for the panorama, because we want to see everywhere of the house, everywhere in the room, so you will place the camera in the middle or near the middle, right? In the middle or near the middle. And then before you click render, just move around to check the 3D view. If everything you want to see are inside of the, right, like this. Okay, so suppose I'm standing there. So I can check, right? And then you can make a render. I think I will start from here. Render, right? So later we will see how it looks like. And you can also create a video. But for the video, you can actually edit your camera paths. And for this one, you can create as many paths as you want. But just remember the whole video should be within 30 seconds. And I will only show you some examples because I'm not going to make a very long video. So you can create a straight lines like this. Okay, so the camera will be moving from left to right. Like this. I think it's stacked. Ah, yes, like this. But it's too close, we cannot see anything. I want to show you the sofa. Get stuck a little bit. All right, where is the clipping here? Like this. So the camera will be moving from left to right. See, like this. I think it still need to be far away. Yeah, like this. Right, so this is how the camera is moving. And you can change the speed 2 times faster, right? That is the straight lines. You move left to right, and then we have the curve lines. So the camera will move with the curve. And you can also set the clipping to get the lens a little bit closer, like this. And then you can move the camera around. Like this, yeah. And you can even put a focus where you want it to be focused on here. So now you see when it moves, it will be like this, right? And last one is the vertical. The camera will move. It's too long, right? 2 times faster. And for the vertical, the camera will move from top to bottom. Okay, so you can set the starting point where you want it to start. From here, maybe, and the end point to here. Okay. All right, so let's preview the video. Okay, what's the matter? Let's preview. Oh, all right. Now you can check. Yeah, these are the 3 paths we just created, right? And for the panorama, here it is. And let's see how this one looks like. I think we have more questions. New to this software. For the demos, right? For demos, you can, yeah, for 14 days, you can come to our webinar, but maybe not all the topics are from the very beginning. And if you have a salesperson who is contacting you, you can also ask him or her and to send you some tutorial, some short videos from the basic parts. I think my Wi-Fi gets slow again. Close some of the software. Or we can just view it from here. So that is the panorama we just created. You see, you can move around, you can check the ceiling, and you can check each side of the room, or you can zoom in, you can zoom out. So that is a panorama. And I want to show you in a separate window so you can see better. Okay, so this is also like you can see everywhere, but it's only a panorama, it's not a video. If you want a video, you can create like what we did just now. Yes, it's here. Yes, for the tutorials we have, you can search on YouTube and you can find some. And for others, or if you don't want to search by yourself, you can contact your sales. Who is the salesperson talking to you? And they can send you the links of the tutorials. Or, oh, I have another way to help you. You can go to our homepage. From our homepage, there is a Learn channel. So from the Learn channel, you can get it. But I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi today. Yes, here from our homepage, you can go to resources and learn. And in here, from the Learn channel, you can find some tutorials. I will send you the link. Okay. Yeah, so here you can find some tutorials like how to use each of the function. Or you can find from our help center. These are not videos, but in words or some short videos. Some of them are with short videos and pictures as well. So these are the 2 places you can find our to give you a general idea of how to use Coohom 2 from the basic. Okay. All right. So if you guys have more questions, I will stay here for a little bit longer. If you don't have any more questions, I think this is the end for today's webinar, and we have finished all the things that I want to show to you guys. So if you have questions, just leave me a message. Don't be shy to ask. And for those who haven't finished filling the feedback link, please, guys, you can leave your feedback. Let me send you the link one more time. So you can also click here on the link, leave your feedback.